Hi, and welcome back to iGaming Foundations. So, I want to start out with a simple question that actually turns out to be quite complicated. Why is it that casinos make money? Well, first, they pay back less than they take in. If you have ever been inside a casino, you have probably seen a sign like this one. This means that for every $100 bet, the casino will return on average $98 to the players. Different countries and US states have different laws that cap the house advantage at a bet at a specific percentage. Nevada, for example, has a state law that caps house advantage at 25%. So 2% return on a slot machine is a very good value, whereas slot machines that have 25% house advantage, in other words, they only return 75% of all the money that is bet, are pretty much worse for the players. Another example from Europe is that the MGA, the Malta Gaming Authority, recently announced a new lower minimum RTP that's return to player for Maltese operators. It's going to be 85%, which is a very good thing for operators because it will increase their profits. Casinos frequently advertise high RTP rates, and this makes sense because, as was said in the book Turning the Tables on Las Vegas, if there were never any winners, there wouldn't be any gambling. The deeper question, though, is what do casinos sell? What makes it worth it for people to go into a casino and take a chance with their money? Well, the easy answer is that they're selling the possibility of winning. You can turn money into more money by doing nothing more than placing a winning wager. But of course, the odds are against you over the long term. So that means they're selling something different, and that is variance. It's the possibility of winning, but without guarantee. And all of this is offered in a secured and controlled environment. We should also mention the most important reason that people gamble: for fun. Gambling should always be treated as a form of entertainment and not as a way to make money. In the long run, the odds will always tip over towards the casino, otherwise there would be no gambling industry. These variable schedule rewards, as they're called, are a very powerful attraction for many people. So, what is variance? Well, mathematically, it's the amount of deviation from an average. In other words, if you have a bankroll and you are betting $1 at a time and you win 8, say every 9 rolls of the dice, and you lose your 1 the other time, then you have a fairly high variance. In contemporary casino table design, author Elliot Jacobson, PhD, defines 5 levels of variance. There's low, which is where a single bet is won or lost, that's 1 to 1. There's medium, where a bet pays 8 or 10 to 1. There's session changing, that's where a bet pays 30 to 1 or 35 to 1. So if you bet $10, you will receive 350 in return. And a session is the time you stand at the table before you go off to do something else. That's a pretty good bet. There's trip changing. This will be on a lower pay slot machine, for example. Perhaps you hit a jackpot of 5,000 or 10,000 to 1. And then there's life changing. That's where a bet pays millions to 1, like the lottery. So this was a very good place to start the course, I think. In this module, we covered some basic concepts like why do casinos make money? We talked about return to player rates, and we will cover the house advantage and all the other ways casinos make money in the next modules. We talked about why people play and how gambling should never be considered as a source of income, only a source of fun. There was RTP, or return to player, and some examples from different jurisdictions. And of course, we covered the concept of variance, and we introduced variable schedule rewards and the 5 different levels of variance. So thank you for joining me in this module, and I look forward for the next one, where we will talk about something I'm sure you all heard of, but you might not know exactly what it means, the house advantage.